What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back into the channel for yet another film review. Packers versus Bears. We do a film review every single Tuesday, as long as the Packers play on Sunday. I guess when we have our Thursday night games, I'm just thinking about this as I was saying this. I guess when we have our Thursday night games, maybe I'll do them Friday. Just get them, get them hot off the press. But, a nice win here in Week 11. I say nice win. A win's a win. It was a sloppy win over the Bears. What was it, 20-19? Some weird score. I know we won by 1 point. I always forget the score at the end. But we won by 1 point based off of a blocked field goal. And we have a lot of film to go over. Not a crazy amount, but there's some pretty bad. There's some pretty bad stuff. But there's also some good. Someone says you'd suck a toe for free all 22 package. Yeah, man. I get you. It is worth it though. If you really enjoy diving down into film, the new NFL Pro, they did a good job. And that's something I normally wouldn't say for NFL products, because it's been a very long time since they've had a good all 22 or a good film review package, or a good film review player, right? Video player and all that. Green Bay Packer 14, what's up, man? Are you concerned about our defensive line personnel doesn't fit the new scheme? Yeah, I am, because, when we were in the 3-4, we drafted a lot of, heavier, our defensive end, or edge player, should I say, threshold was 260 pounds, and we just have a bunch of guys down there on that line that are just kind of slow right now, and I think we need more speed rushers. And I guarantee this upcoming draft, the Packers will draft a speed rusher early, more of a speed guy. Because you could put, all of our guys, if you think about them, outside of maybe Rashawn Gary, are kind of versatile. You could play Lucas Van Ness inside at a 4-3. You could play Enigbari inside. You could play Carl Brooks outside, right? So, we don't have that true speed edge rusher like a normal 4-3 team has. The Jets drafted Will McDonald, speed rusher type of guy. That's what we need. That's definitely what we need. And our personnel right now isn't the best for it. Kenny Clark has been doing absolutely nothing. But we have a film review. I'm going to get this done as quickly as possible and not try to rush through it too much. I'm going on to BetUS TV at 3 p.m. to do a football feud against 49ers. I think he's a beat writer as well, but creator Grant Cohn. So it'll be a 30-minute show, go over some things. And I think the chat or the viewers vote on who wins the show. So I'll put that link in my community tab so you guys can go watch that. And before we dive into the film review, massive shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this live stream. Here's a quick word from the sponsor. So actually right now, Sleeper is doing a special promo. It's actually $1,500 deposit match with code BASS. I pinned it in the chat, so definitely go check that out. Use code BASS when signing up. Making a first-time deposit will also enter you in this month's giveaway. The Jaden Reed jersey you see to the left of me, right of me. I can't tell the side it's on, but I'm giving away a Jaden Reed jersey through the month of November. And if you guys download Sleeper, it supports the channel. Of course, supporting the sponsor is supporting the channel. Make a first-time deposit with code BASS. That'll get matched up to $1,500. And then you'll also be entered in the giveaway. You can make your picks for the upcoming slate of games this weekend. So again, massive shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this live stream. All right, so let's dive right into it. Let's waste no more time. Let's switch the screen. Let's get into the film review. So Turtles, what's up, man? Shadow says, I think the Packers need more speed on the D-line and better man-to-man corners because they keep getting burnt. Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. Vincent says, I'm concerned with our D-line heading against the 49ers O-line, like the Lions line that can move us, something to worry about. I agree. Roundtable is going to be entertaining. Yes, it will. Matrix. That's going to be very entertaining. I'm very intrigued to see what Nick's going to come up with for the Bears. He's going to be like, it's fine. Eberflus is going to get fired because of this at the end of the year, and we're going to get a better draft pick. It's a win for the Bears. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. All right, let's dive into it. I got my list. My trusty notepad here with my garbage handwriting, chicken scratch on the pieces of paper that I can hardly ever read when I'm doing this sort of thing. But we're in. So we're gonna go first play. It's kind of like a post into an out, like a deep zig, I'll call it, by Romeo Doubs at the bottom of the screen here. And this was his only catch on the game, but man, this is an absolutely disgusting route. So cornerbacks outside shade. I believe it's cover 3 for the Bears. It might be man, though. I just got to see exactly how they line up. It is man coverage. So Romeo Doubs outside release because the cornerback is actually he's like off man at this point. You know, attack his outside hip, cut underneath. That's what you would do if you're running a post. Boom, flips the defender's hips completely around, break down, slam down, get to that out. It's absolutely disgusting route by Romeo Doubs. It was ran to perfection. This was 2nd and 10, 13:35, first drive, and you come out with something like this. It's absolutely disgusting. What a great route by Romeo Doubs at the bottom of the screen there. And you know, even Jordan Love kind of threw it a little late, but I mean, we've seen Doubs. It looks like Doubs, because he's escape pressure, that's why. It looks like Doubs is kind of his 2nd or 3rd progression here, and it's an extended play. And I'm almost wondering, now that I'm watching it, I think it was designed this way. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. It was designed this way, because it's not like Doubs looked back on the post and then broke to the outside because it was like an extension of the play. Like right when he broke on this post, this play started to extend right, but Doubs isn't even looking. So this was a designed post to like deep post zig. It was an absolutely dirty route by Romeo Doubs. All right, 11-18 in the first. It's our first touchdown. Free play by the Green Bay Packers. And you see the defender running off the field here, and the Packers are, already going to snap the ball. They do a good job getting lined up, not in a legal formation. You know, you got your 2 wide receivers all on the line. And then at this point, it's a free play. So you want to obviously go to the end zone. You want to take a shot. You have a free shot at the end zone. And these receivers are all running vertical. You got a 9, and then you have kind of like a post and sit. And that's because, you know, actually it's an out route. I think it's 2 like kind of faded out routes or comebacks to the outsides. And then Jaden Reed on this free play, they probably practice this all the time. Hey, go up the middle of the field, find that open zone. And Love does an excellent job just firing that into that open zone. I'll go to the end zone view. It might give us a little bit. That defender is so late getting off the field, man. Crazy. So right now, Love's looking off that safety. He's looking over to, I think it was Doubs on that side. Comes right back, sees Reed leaking behind these linebackers. He knows he's going to sit right in that zone, fires that thing in. It's an absolute rope right into the end zone to Jaden Reed for the touchdown. Soviet says it's our first year in a 4-3, and our players are mainly made for a 3-4. Going to be growing pains, but our D-line needs to be completely revised. I personally think we need to try Quay on edge rushing. Yeah, I agree. I said it in my video. At this point, I think Quay would be a good edge rusher, so or at least give him more snaps there. Excuse me. Is it time for the Packers to call up Kalen King and bench Nixon? They're not going to bench Nixon, but I could agree with the first part. Maybe try Kalen King over someone like Valentine or Stokes at this point. All right, the next play we have the Brenton Cox tackle for loss. That's 8:42 in the first quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Bears. They're on the Green Bay 32, and man, it's a great play by Brenton Cox at the bottom of the screen here. Got motion. It's going to be a run. I think it's a misdirection. This tight end is tasked with backside blocking this edge. Does not do a good job at it. And I think, oh no, is it the guard tasked with that? Is it a pulling guard? Right guard pulls and is just very slow to the spot. Just completely misses Brenton Cox. Cox just shot off that line and, you know, smothers DeAndre Swift in the backfield for a loss of 3 here. Really nice play by Brenton Cox. He made a few splash plays in this game, really showcasing that, you know, he deserves more snaps. Eric Wilson built like J.J. Watt. Where do you get that from? What's the size comparison? Okay, so a great play by Brenton Cox there. 7:59 in the first. Where are we at? This is a nice pressure by Rashawn Gary here. He had a good game. He's at the top of the screen. We got Keenan Allen in motion. This is 3rd and 10. So the Packers got to get a stop here to force the Bears to a long field goal. Nice stunt by Rashawn Gary right in the face of Caleb Williams. Forces a bad throw. So we see here Caleb wants this out route by Keenan Allen. It's what they got all game. I mean, after this point, it worked a lot. He kind of gets tripped up by... Who is that? Who is that in the slot? I can't tell. Is it Evan Williams? It should say. No, it doesn't say. Is that Nixon? So Nixon kind of just reroutes Allen just a little bit. I think it's Nixon. I can't really tell. But that play's made by Rashawn Gary, creating this pressure, obviously. So you got Rashawn Gary here on the outside. You're going to have to Quay pressuring the quarterback, what he should be doing, and does an excellent job pushing out right here. Push out, kind of block up Darnell Wright, get contact with Roschon Johnson, allow Gary to loop in underneath on this stunt. And it's ran perfectly. The Packers have done a great job at running stunts this year. And Rashawn Gary right in the face of the quarterback. So, yeah, can't get anything there. So, okay, let me just check one thing on my stream real quick. Okay, we're good. Just was checking one thing real quick. I know people still like Nixon. He needs to be replaced. Problem is by who? I think that's a good argument. You know, even if you don't like Nixon, who's going to replace him? You know? Who's going to replace him? All right, we have 28 seconds in the first. Oh, yeah, this is garbage. The refs, like, it's funny that the Bears, after this game, were bitching about the refs when there were so many, like, weird calls on the Packers or missed calls on the Bears. Here's obviously, you guys know this one. It's the unnecessary roughness on Xavier McKinney. Read option, which was cooking us all day, and Kenny Clark said, oh, we didn't prepare for that because it's a new offensive coordinator. I mean, Caleb Williams is a fast quarterback. We should have been prepared. Like, that's such garbage. He barely touched him. It's like one hand on his shoulder, and Caleb Williams flops into the sideline, and people are going flying. The coaches are freaking out. Like, nothing happened, dude. Absolutely nothing happened here. That's such a soft call. And look how late. The ref throws the flag based on the reaction of everyone on the sideline on the Bears side. Like, if this was to the Packers sideline, nothing would have happened. This coach is freaking out. And he did trip. He tripped on whatever the hell this plastic stuff is on the side. It's Soldier Field. I wouldn't expect any less or any more. That's such a garbage call. It's an absolutely garbage call. 14:57 in the second. 14:57 in the second. Sack by Brenton Cox. Did you guys listen to the broadcast of this when Brady was talking, and the moment this play started to go, he was like, oh shit, and like caught himself from saying oh shit? Because this is backside PA boot, and this backside defender is usually free on this design, but usually the offense is thinking that he's going to come more downhill and try to stop this run. And, I mean, Brenton Cox isn't fooled at all. He's not worried about that run at all. He says, I don't care. I have my guys down here. We can stop that run if needed. I'm just looking at you, Caleb, with your back turned to me, which is a sketchy thing to do, especially as a rookie quarterback. You're going to turn around and you're going to get clobbered by Brenton Cox Jr. here. Great play. A lot of people, might look at this and go, well, he's free to the quarterback. Like, that he did what he was supposed to. But a lot of defensive ends there would have attacked that run. And Williams would have been free on this boot. You would have had a crosser down low, and you probably would have had a quick out up here. It would have been wide open. So Brenton Cox made that play there on 2nd and 10. Huge play. Huge play. We've played mobile quarterbacks already, so what's the excuse? I think the excuse was they didn't expect the Bears to actually use designed quarterback running plays. Where we might have expected it with, like, say, the Cardinals or something like that. Well, we did. I think Evan Williams had a great stop on a read option by Kyler in that game. Okay, 12:07. We have a lot of Christian Watson plays, that's for sure. What a great game by Watson. Zach Tom about got injured, but good thing it was a corner that fell into him instead of... I didn't see Zach Tom almost get injured. Here is this is the deep 17-yard... this is such a great throw by Jordan Love. This is one of his probably one of his best throws all game. And just a great job going through his reads, staying patient in the pocket, climbing the pocket, climbing, firing that thing in between 2-3 defenders there. Christian Watson. I mean, this is like a broken play. Like, all your routes have finished at this point. So you have Watson just running deep stop route. You have another deep stop. You have a flat. Love could have threw this into the flat, but we're 3rd and 11. Do you think we get that? Probably not. You have deep stops all across the board. You're running deep stops all to the sticks. 1, 2, 3 against a cover 2. Find the open zone. Throw the football. Love gets a little bit of pressure in his face. He probably wants to go to this one, but he's seeing that safety. Does a good job looking that off, moving this safety a little bit, and then coming right back left and just using velocity to fire that ball into Christian Watson for a first down. It was an excellent throw. I'm going to go to the end zone view because it's such a great throw. And this what told me, like, Love is back in terms of healthy. You know, he climbed the pocket. He remained patient in the pocket and delivered a great football. So drops back. He's looking left, going through that read, back to the right. I mean, he goes through so many different progressions here and just fires that thing in between defenders. A great throw. Absolutely great throw. 9:53. 9:53. Here we go. Oh, yeah, this is the drop by Romeo Doubs. Luckily, after this play, they had encroachment on 4th and 3 and gave us a first down, but Doubs was the only drop on the day for the Packers. Quick out route, perfect timing, perfect throw. Drop the football. Hey, it's one drop. It's getting better, right? I don't know if we're going to see it too well from this angle, but it's a great throw. It's great timing by Jordan Love. 3-step drop, fire that thing outside. Pass the sticks, 3rd and 3. Right on money. I mean, if he catches this, he might be able to turn up the sideline for another 20 yards. But it's a drop, and that's probably why I dropped it. You know, looking to run. Sometimes, you know, get your head turned around too quick and don't see the ball through your hands and it ends up in a drop. Sean Ryan said, "Oh yeah, Sean Ryan had an excellent game," and that's why when I watched some of these film before I started this video or this live stream, Sean Ryan had an excellent game, and I thought he was great in run blocking, and I think PFF had him below average run blocking grade. Him and Zach Tom work so well together on the right side of this line, and it should be this way for the future. Sean Ryan right guard, Zach Tom right tackle. I mean, they just work so well together and just move people out there. And that's a big run by Josh Jacobs. Double team, right? Then work to the next level. Steal that linebacker. I think it was Edmonds off to the left side. They worked really well together in this game, Tom and Ryan. And also on the backside. You know, this is very impressive to see Kraft and Ben Sims block the edge. Block, I think it was Kyler Gordon there. Good blocking overall. All right, we got 6:49 in the second. This was a lot of people's confusing point. 6:49, 2nd and 1 at the Chicago 5, up by 4. A lot of people are like, why didn't we just run the ball? Why didn't we just run the ball, right? This is an RPO. And so I'll go through what we're reading here because a lot of people go, well, it's an RPO. So Jordan Love, and I said this too, well, why didn't he just hand it off? Because it's an RPO. It's Jordan Love's decision. Well, the defense gave him the read to keep the ball. So I'll show you what I mean here. So Jordan Love takes the snap right here. He's reading this defender right here. He's crashing down on that run. If Jordan Love hands this off, you probably don't gain anything. Maybe Josh Jacobs powers through that and gets the first, but this is the correct read by Jordan Love right off that. And then he RPOs, right? His first read is probably this flat, and this defender's breaking down on it. His second read's this quick slant. The problem is, Wicks gets caught up on this defender, and this defender does a great job at rerouting Wicks, just getting in the way. And if that doesn't happen, Wicks is right behind him for a touchdown. And then Love freezes, and he's like, I got nothing. And now you already have Elton Jenkins upfield, and that's your ineligible man upfield. Or ineligible man downfield, should I say. So it's just a broken play overall. The Bears did exactly what they're supposed to do against an RPO here. Break down on the run. Okay, Love takes it. He has his first read. That defender's crashing down. Probably don't even get the first there. Second read, quick slant over the middle. Stuffed. So that's what happened there. I know a lot of people are upset with that play, but the Bears just did a good job defending that RPO. So, okay, and then it was the interception after this, wasn't it? Well, after the negative 5-yard run by Reed, which we don't need to watch. It's just a poor play call. Here's the interception. Empty set. 3rd and 11. You have stick, corner, post, dig underneath, levels, and just an overthrow by Jordan Love. Just, kind of just not driving into that throw, stepping up into that throw, and that's why it sails, and it's an interception on the goal line. So this was really his only bad throw all game, honestly. I think Love had a great game, and it's just a bad throw. It's just a bad throw. Number one red zone defense? Yeah, and they are. They're a great red zone defense. They make it hard for you to score. It's not all that the Packers, yes, the Packers have not been great in the red zone, 100%. But the Bears also have a great red zone defense, that's for sure. I'm kind of going to put this on slow-mo just to see, was this actually catchable? Really? I thought I put it slow-mo. Come on. There we go. Yeah, nah, it's too high of a ball. Can't even put that on Kraft. I mean, that's just too high of a ball. But it's the stick's there. Nothing else is there. Like corners covered up, two covered, cross side. I mean, that's they want you to go there because it's 3rd and 11, so they're leaving that quick stick open. But no, I know we're 29th in red zone offense. I'm not saying we're good, but Bears are number 1 in red zone defense. Just a poor throw by Love there. And it's like, if they get this, do they go for it? Because, Kraft's going to catch that at about the 10-yard line, 9-yard line, maybe get upfield a couple yards, then you're 4th and 2. Get the first at the 4. Can we see his feet? I mean, again, he's kind of floating. Not really driving off that back leg, just kind of floating, sitting tall, and then, yeah, fires it over his head. So, okay, 2 minutes, 118. So the Bears did a good job at, attacking the fact that we are in man coverage. And that's when Caleb Williams broke off for a couple runs. So if you didn't know, man coverage on defense is not great against running quarterbacks. Because everyone's back is turned. Everyone has a man, and their back is turned to the quarterback, usually, unless you have a spy, obviously. And the Packers didn't have a spy like this entire first half. So they bring 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Bears block 5, and they have a flat running back, so Cooper has to chase that down. Nixon, actually, at the bottom of the screen, absolutely stuffs DJ Moore. Outside leverage, because we're in cover 1. We're in cover 1, so we have one player in a zone. And Nixon does an excellent... This is like, people will watch the plays that happen on Nixon, and they'll be like, he's trash, but what they don't watch is some of the plays that, don't go his way, which are important as a cornerback because, if the ball doesn't go your way, you're obviously doing a good job. And outside leverage here because he has safety help, and he just absolutely, does a good job hand fighting with DJ Moore. He's locked up. But in man coverage, once the quarterback climbs that pocket, if you allow this little lane to open up, he's got free room. A lot of free room. That happened a lot. And luckily, they adjusted after the half. Jeff Hafley started running spies, less man coverage. They adjusted. What do we have next? Quay Walker. Oh, yeah. So this was a touchdown by the Bears right before half. Quay Walker, hit Roschon Johnson before the goal line. But again, a lot of people argue Quay never gets low. He's always high when he's tackling. And you know the saying, low man wins. And that's the case here for Roschon Johnson, who's a great goal line back. But Quay Walker here, why are you hitting so high? He's barely getting low here. You gotta get low. He just gets absolutely clobbered. I mean, look how low Roschon is to the point where he pretty much hits Quay in the knees. And put it on slow-mo here. Quay's like standing tall, man. And Roschon's shoulder pads are at his knees, man. You gotta get low. You gotta get low. And Quay does a good job getting in the right spot. It's just completing the play, man. Yeah, it's fundamental. The first thing you learn in high school football, low man wins, right? You see everyone else, like on the D-line, they get low to kind of stuff their blocks. Quay's just standing there, just all high and high up. It's not good. Even before that, I didn't write this one down, but we might as well just watch it. Quay kind of like tackles him to the goal line. Like again, good position, right? They shift, jerk motion, man coverage. Quay does a great job fitting that run lane. Perfect. And then he tries to shoot through the gap, wrap up. Doesn't do a good job wrapping up. Kind of spins Roschon back towards the goal line. It's better to tackle than not, right? But it's like you gotta wrap up a little better than that. I don't know. It's just Quay's just like it's hard to watch sometimes. He needs to practice. He needs to get fundamentally better at tackling too. Oh gosh, yeah, we have another one. 13:39, so third quarter. This was a miss by Quay Walker. and a great tackle by Edgerrin Cooper. Let's just go to the end zone view because it's just a lot better for this. So we got Quay, Bullard in the slot, Edgerrin Cooper on the weak side. They motion, so linebacker shift. I think Caleb's like switching stuff at the line, so let me skip forward. Yeah. It's going to be a handoff right. Quay Walker, again, great position. Great position. Breakdown. Wrap up. I mean, you just got absolutely cooked, bro. And then Edgerrin Cooper comes in and saves the day for 1 yard gain. Edgerrin Cooper coming backside here. It's like, Quay, man, this should be a tackle for loss. And you just got, I mean, it's a great spin move by Swift. I'm not going to lie. That's a great move, but good job by Edgerrin Cooper finishing that one up. That's the second time you've seen Quay spin someone into progress. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I don't think it wasn't an amazing game by Edgerrin Cooper. He just got a ton of snaps, so he's just gonna, he's have to ease in. But I didn't think it was absolutely god awful by Coop. 12-14 in the third. 12-14 in the third. What play is this? Oh, this is a 4th down. This is a confusing play by Evan Williams. This is, PFF graded him pretty low. There was a couple confusing plays by him. He's right in the nickel here. This is 4th and 2, mind you. This is 4th and 2. They're in zone, so I think they're in. Are they in cover 3? Or no, actually they're in. I don't know. I don't even know what that looks like. They're in man, but Evan Williams kind of jams this inside slant at the line. At this moment right here, that should be an easy pass off, and he's got to see Roschon leaking out to the flat because I think he's flat defender here. Because you have this player coming down to that crosser, manned up, right? Evan Williams just like holds that way too long, and he's way too late to Roschon Johnson. That's an easy first down. Good job, tackling up there. But Kenny Clark getting absolutely cooked on this play, is he? Let's watch. I mean, it's not a surprise. Where is he at? Is this him? I think this is him. No. 97? No, it's 57. So he's right here. Like, Kenny is just invisible now, guys. Like, who's their right guard? Who is that? Is that Curran or 7? No, it's Pryor. It's a tackle. It's Matt Pryor. Just locked up. Everyone else is at least getting a little bit of push here, right? Like, right? Devontae Wyatt's double teamed and he gets more push than Kenny Clark. He's moving Curran back. Cox, right, on Darnell Wright, he almost gets a pressure here. He's right around the edge. Quay's right in Caleb's face, getting a nice pressure as well. And Igbari on the backside, pushes Braxton and then gets double teamed. Kenny Clark is just sitting there. Like, it's terrible what we've seen from Kenny Clark, man. All right, we have 11:07. This is a good play by Evan Williams. This is a really good play. Nice run stuff. Gaining nothing. So Williams on the left side here. They got a Dunze in the backfield. It's going to be a counter, or actually just an inside run. And Evan Williams comes backside unblocked. Nice wrap up right around the ankles of Roschon, gaining nothing. Great diagnosing by Evan up here on the left side. Even through the motion, just seeing that, watching the ball, watching Caleb, handoff, attack the ball carrier, wrap up. Good job by Evan there. 7:20 in the third. 7:20 in the third. Another deep ball to Christian Watson. This is a great throw. Bears are in, let's see. They're in cover 3. And this is a great play design to beat that because you're picking on this corner up here, Jalen Johnson, because you're going to run a vertical or a post. And Jalen, for some reason, follows the post, even though he has safety help. And Watson's going to do delayed slot fade, just kind of right off the snap, stutter, go. And then you're throwing that ball right over the head of the linebacker, in almost what would be the turkey hole in cover 2, but they're in cover 3. I don't know why Jalen Johnson follows this post. I don't even know why Jalen Johnson's inside shade. I think that's probably what he saw pre-snap. I'm sure Love saw this pre-snap, like this outside cornerback, right? One high, cover 3, but why is he inside shade? So that's this post, he should flip on that and won't have the time to get back outside because he's inside shade, which is weird because you have safety help. And then it's just a great job firing that ball right over the top there for a 25-yard gain. Trade Clark, sign Wyatt, draft Grant. Yeah, could. Watson's a dog. Yes, he is. Did we pass Cox sack yet? I missed the first half. Yeah, we did, but you can always go back once the stream's over. When are we going to have a healthy Jair? I don't know. When are we going to have world peace? Because that's about the same question in terms of what answer you're going to get. Here we go. On to the next one. Josh Jacobs touchdown, 638. Oh yeah, here's another great blocking by Sean Ryan and Zach Tom. Man, they're so good. They're so good working together. Ryan and Tom. This is the future on the right side of the line. Ryan and Tom. Whether that means Morgan goes to left guard and Elton trains more at center for next year, I'm fine with that. Just moving people out of the way. Zach Tom and Sean Ryan for a touchdown. I mean, and also Tucker Kraft. That's why I don't understand how PFF always grades Tucker Kraft as a poor run blocker. This dude is always sealing edges. Like, always. And always allowing runs to go for a big gain. But watching Tom and Ryan just move that defender out of the way and then get to the next linebacker and Edmonds fill that lane as well. Easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. But yeah. We have Quay in coverage 3. That's what he was actually pretty good in this game. 342. This is a great this is a great play by Quay Walker. I'll show you what happens. It's play action. So linebackers got to read this run first. The moment it's play action, Quay does an excellent job at it's the term called robot. Once you see it's play action, turn around, find the crosser, and man it up. Boom, turn around, find your crosser, man it up. Throw to Keenan, break that thing up. Perfect execution by Quay here. So that's why you see flashes of it, man. You're like, Quay can make some plays, but there's a lot of mistakes. Just great execution, right? Read the run, robot, turn around, find your crosser. As a linebacker, that's perfect execution. You know, we've seen Quay do the opposite, where right here, he'll just float back and just cover grass and stare at the quarterback. So they definitely saw that a couple times in film and ingrained it into his mind. Hey, you got a robot, man. You got a robot. Go cover that crosser. So great job. Great job by Quay there. Would like to see an interception, but Quay Walker is allergic to catching interceptions. So Swift touchdown. Oh man, this is a wonderful play by the Bears. I can't even lie. This is just like a power running play by the Bears. But Quay did much better this week out of the bye. Yeah, in coverage. I think in running and tackling, in run defense and tackling, he wasn't the best, but it wasn't as bad as some people were making it seem. Man, this is bad. This is bad. I mean, I can't even get mad at Evan Williams because that's just Braxton Jones out in front, just laying an absolute killer of a block. It's a toss left. Great job, Bears sliding their line, right? Getting their pooling tackle, pooling guard. Keenan Allen does an excellent job. I mean, also Carrington Valentine can't get off a single block in this game. Actually, he kind of does there, but Keenan Allen does a good job holding him long enough. Adrian Cooper gets blocked up. Evan Williams is just, I mean, you're not going to win that. You're not going to win that. And then X, just very, do not like it by X there. You know he's pissed. He's pissed at himself. He just made an awful tackle attempt. You know, X after this play was throwing his helmet over the sideline. I like the mentality, like, hey, you messed up, you know, be mad. Come back, get it back next drive. The hustle by Enigbari is pretty wild too. And Nixon flying across from the opposite side of the field, right? Like Nixon, Enigbari is like cooking right here. He starts pumping. And then Nixon's flying in. I like the effort by Nixon there to at least attempt to go try to, stop Swift. But good effort there. Yeah, Nixon was cooking, man. Look at this. He just comes shing, right off the side. Ready? He is flying. Like Bullard, not that Bullard would have got there, but like Bullard was closer to this play than Nixon was. So I like the effort by Nixon. But that's just a, unfortunate play by the Packers defense and a great design by the Bears. 15 minutes in the fourth. Another great block, Sean Ryan and Zach Tom, again, just working so well together. Let's go to the end zone view. Got Tom and Ryan on the right side. It's going to be a handoff from the gun, fake orbit to inside. Again, Kraft Great backside crackside or backside. I can't speak. English is hard. Backside block by Tucker Kraft. And then Zach Tom and Sean Ryan. Great job just moving bodies, right? Just moving bodies down low. Both of them. Just pushing people all day. Zach Tom and Sean Ryan were great in this game working together. Good run blocking. Jacobs had some legs on him this week. Yeah, man, he was cooking. Watson, 14-17. What's up, Pack Fan Iowa? How you doing? This was the 48-yarder to Watson. A lot of people were like, this is a crazy throw by Love. We'll break it down here. We'll watch this view first. Love play action. We have check down to this side. Maybe could have went there. It's 1st and 10. But Love's going to extend this play, roll right. You probably that moment, but Love's about to release it. So, that's why that safety jolts like that, because he's reading Love and then right there. So Love, I think, doesn't believe that safety is going to track Watson, and that's why he throws this, and that's why people are like, well, why'd he throw into double coverage? Watson had this corner beat. I think Love believes the safety is breaking down on Tucker Kraft. I didn't mean to skip forward there. No, I don't think it would have been wide open. This safety's reading Love right here. And the moment he sees Love start to wind up like this, he knows he's going to Watson and not Kraft. So I don't think Love expected that safety to just spin and track. Or else, yeah, he would have went to Kraft. And just an excellent catch. Let's go to the end zone view. It might look a little better. The left flat, yeah, sure. But I'm not mad at this play. Obviously, in hindsight, it went for a 48-yard gain. The decision's a little iffy, and the throw's a little iffy. But you're looking at an on-the-run throw right here, lofting that thing in the air. Like I said, I don't believe he thought that safety was going to go back. I thought he thought that safety was going to come down on Tucker Kraft here, and that would have been a touchdown for Watson if that was the case, because Watson had his cornerback, Kyler Gordon, cooked. So, I think it was Kyler Gordon, right? Yeah, Kyler Gordon. So, just, got lucky. Got lucky in terms of Watson making a hell of a play here, because that ball was kind of floated up there. It was kind of floating. But Watson just does an excellent job there. 11:29, 4th down. People, there's two sides to this. A lot of people are saying they 100% agree with going for it on 4th and 6 here. I don't. It's 11:29 in the 4th, and you're in a divisional game in their house. Take your points. If this was from the 2, the 3 maximum, I would be completely okay with the call to go for it, even if we didn't get it. But from the 6 against the number 1 red zone defense in the NFL, nah, man. And it's not even a great design. They have a quick out, I believe a stop here, and Love's reading this. He wants both of these guys to sit down and the corner to be underneath or over top, corner route. But the safety plays it really well, outside leverage, and this corner, Jalen Johnson, also starts to drop. So if Love threw that corner, it's probably an interception. And then at this point, you got to extend the play. Kraft's locked up. Or no, Kraft is on the right here. This is Dobbs maybe? That's Wicks. Wicks on this dig route, locked up. Kraft's got a roll here, or Love's got a roll right here. Right here, because we're line of scrimmage is the 6. So Love can throw it all the way up until that point. I would have loved to see Kraft just quickly loop to this corner, this pylon. And Love could have run right here and just lofted it right over top. Kind of like a just little put pass, like touch pass right over this defender's head. Because this defender's starting to break down. If Kraft just loops to the back line a little bit better, getting open for his quarterback, I think Kraft right here is like, oh, he's gonna run. I need to go help block. But I think if Kraft just right at this moment sees this play extending, hey, just spin around 180, get to that back line, I think Love would have just right over the top for a tutty. But that option wasn't there. And it was good effort by Love, but you're not going to run through 3 defenders, man. You're just not. What else do we have? We have a few more plays. Really only 3 more plays. 2:30. There wasn't much that happened in between here. That's too interesting. 2:34. It was the Rashawn Gary sack. Yep. Rashawn Gary sack. Rashawn Gary on the top of the screen. 2nd and 11 after a TJ Slayton sack. Rashawn Gary just absolutely bull rushes Braxton Jones and cooks him and gets a sack. And then after this, you saw Rashawn Gary do the most devious stare to the camera. Like you see it doing it right there. Is this end zone view? Yeah, it is. Cool. I mean, he just cooks Braxton Jones here. Bam! Just walk him back. Great rep by Rashawn Gary. Great rep. He's been doing a lot better with his bull rushing as of late, the past few weeks. Great sack. And then it's 3rd and what? 3rd and 19? Yeah, it's 3rd and 19 after that. I'll just go over the plays real quick. You can't really get mad at this on the coverage. On 3rd and 19, you don't expect to cover this long. Enikbari's got to finish this sack right there. At that point, you're covering for way too long. You can't cover people for unlimited amount of time. That's on an Enikbari. Excuse me. And then the 4th down. People do want to hate on Nixon, and I get it. He let this up, but it's not bad coverage. It's a terrific throw and route, and just late comeback or back shoulder there. I mean, Nixon's hip on hip. Like, you would like to see him get his head around, but it's just a great throw. It's a great throw, great timing for rookie to rookie down there. They're going to be a problem in the future, Odunze and Williams. And then we have... yeah, this play. This doesn't make sense to me either. The Bears, I think, had 1 timeout at this point, 53 seconds. You know they're going to want to get in better field goal range, and we're in cover 1. I don't know why Bullard is so far inside shade. Maybe because he doesn't have safety help and he's worried about Keenan Allen running a post, but Keenan Allen is not faster than Javon Bullard. What he is better at is quick twitch and short routes, running quick outs, which he does an excellent job here. And Bullard just gets cooked on the out route. It's a poor throw, too, and was ruled a catch. But, yeah, you got to cover that up. Excuse me. And then we got the field goal. Got the final field goal. Why did they... 35 seconds, first off, before we get to the field goal. What are the Bears doing here? 35 seconds, you're at the Packers 30. You hand it off. You get 2 yards. And you have like 30 seconds. Get up and run another play. Get up, hand it off again, get on the right hash, because supposedly Cairo Santos likes the right hash. What are you doing, Chicago? Like, okay, you gained 2 yards. Cool, you're 2 yards closer for the field goal. You still have 30 seconds and a timeout. Get on the ball, run to the right hash, maybe gain another 2 yards, and then take your timeout. Let's watch the block. Eberflus is your favorite Packers player? Yeah, man. I hear you. We'll go slow-mo because, of course. I mean, this is just an awesome, awesome block by Carl Brooks. It's hard to say. I don't think it's leverage. A lot of people are arguing, oh, this is leverage. This should be a penalty. The NFL's been changing the rules for what you can do with the long snapper for years on end. The college rule states you can't touch the long snapper. That's not the NFL rules. No one's leveraging. They're just pushing. And the Packers talked about how the Bears, or Cairo likes to drive it low, so they knew they could push right up the gap and try to get a hand on it, and Carl Brooks does. And I saw another, post about how, I forget exactly what the Bears do here. They watched it on film that they knew right in between long snapper and this guard here, there'd be a gap. And that's why Carl Brooks is pushing that, and then you got LVN right behind him pushing him in. I don't think it's leverage at all. No one's pulling another player down. You know what I mean? They're just straight up bull rushing you. No one's pulling a player. They're not grabbing the long snapper down and allowing Carl Brooks to shoot through him. You know? They're just bull rushing him. It's not a penalty. It's clean, in my opinion. Yeah, Brooks isn't lined up over the center. He's simply just pushing forward. That's all he's doing. And he gets a hand on it. Don't drive the kick so low. Move the ball closer. Right? You had 30 seconds. Blame yourself. Don't blame the refs. It's a Chicago thing to do, obviously. It's crazy. Like, game of inches, man. A fingernail, pretty much. Stopping this thing. That's going in, by the way, without that block. That's going in. But great overall play by Karl Brooks. And it's an ugly game. Definitely an ugly game, but we got it done. We got it done. We got it done. Now we head back to Green Bay to take on the 49ers in Lambeau this Sunday, Week 12. And the 49ers, 5-5, it's a must-win game for them. It's a must-win game for them. Yeah, Eberflus sent that to the NFL because he's trying to save his ass and try to save his job. So, yeah. But I appreciate you guys coming by to this live stream. Again, I gotta get out of here in a second. I have to jump on to BetUS TV at 3 o'clock. I'll put the link on my community tab so you guys can come watch it as well. They can't overrule a win, right? No, they cannot. No, they cannot. But I do appreciate you guys coming by to this film review. If you're new here and you did enjoy it, go click subscribe. We do it every Tuesday after the game. We go and dive down into the film of the game. So appreciate you guys coming by. Leave a like on your way out. Supports the channel a ton. It's absolutely free to do. I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack Go.